Hey, did you know that Two Girls Shooting the Shit is on Instagram and Facebook? We'd love to hear your feedback, episode suggestions, or just chat with you about life. So follow, comment, and share.
It does something to your brain. I don't know I mean, there's science
That's
behind it.
part of training the I think it's on The Secret. The video the I have like the DVD or whatever, the movie The Secret, and it was the guy who did Chicken Soup for the Soul, and he wrote himself $1 million check and framed it and put it
Oh
over his bed,
yeah.
and he saw it every day. And that dude has chicken soup for everything. And he was able to
way
actually
more than $1
catch
million.
it or do. But it's there's something about a physical representation.
Yes.
And this is the mind. I don't know how it works with the mind. It's a physical representation of it, whether it's your commune written out, all that stuff, or that check, and then just seeing it. Hey Mo,
Hey girl.
how's it going?
Fabu, how you doing?
Ooh, don't
You
look at
know.
those them eyes. Ooh.
Where'd you get those eyes?
Oh no, that's creepy. That Jeepers Creepers BS.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Having me some
So-
awake tea trying to wake up.
Is that Tazo?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Anna G got me on that.
I like the Zen. Anna G
No.
got you on the awake? No, I
Yeah.
had to have my coffee. My coffee,
Mm-mm.
which
Coffee
is
in
cold.
coffee in my booty hole don't mix.
Stop with your booty hole.
What are we talking about?
Well, this episode's called Mind Games. We gave it a
Ooh.
title without actually figuring out what we're
Everybody
talking
playing
about.
mind games these days.
Mind games. Well, what I thought about was I've been doing a lot of reflection. I don't know if it's bringing any insight to me, but one of the things I guess is through this yoga teaching is learning about meditation, the positive effects of yoga and meditation. And I thought maybe mind games, like just the way that we can control our mental side of ourselves and how the impact that has on our overall health and outlook on life. And I don't know, meditation's important. Your mental state, your mental outlook on things is important. It kind of dictates how everything else goes.
What is meditation?
Gosh, I've never had anybody ask me for a definition of meditation, right? I think of it as quiet reflection. That's how I think of it. Because I think it can look different ways.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be sitting
In
on
a
your
corner, yeah.
with the music and the all that stuff. Because sometimes I stop and I consider it meditation throughout my day. I'll be doing stuff and then just hone in my brain while I'm still, just take a moment to get it together and try to focus on something. I think that could be meditation.
Yep.
Mindfulness.
Kind of like being in I think the thing about meditation is, I don't even know what meditation means, but it's just like you said, mindfulness and being in the present. It's where you're not stressed out about the past, stressed out about the future. You're in the right here, the right present moment.
Existing.
And I think it's something, that's important about that. So I don't know.
Yeah. Or just, there's very few times throughout our days where we sit and just be, where we just are, and I think that's one thing that I've learned with meditation is to try to clear my mind of all the to-dos, all the stress, all the worries, all the feelings, and just exist and see what comes to me instead of me trying to control what I have on my brain. And one of the reasons last night I was reading this article as part of my yoga certification training, and it's from like 2018, so it's really old.
Oh wow.
But the Harvard Gazette, it's When Science Meets Mindfulness, and there's been like a huge uptick in the study on meditation. Like people didn't really study it before, but it's been shown to impact and benefit like an array of conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, fibromyalgia, like physical stuff, psoriasis, and then also mental, anxiety, depression, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. They didn't go into detail.
Come on,
Post-traumatic
Harvard.
stress disorder. But one of the things that I took away from that article was that they've done like this fMRI, like to look at the brain, and they looked at the brain while you're meditating, and it it shows whatever it shows. But then they looked at the brain during other functions, doing other things. And the people who practice regular, I think the people who practice regular mindfulness and meditation, their brain retains that state of whatever it is during meditation throughout other aspects of their life. So it's a way of training your brain, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's like a discipline, because
what
I just looked it up real quickly, and it's not the actual disease it's curing the disease of stress. And so then it's not putting stress on your body. Yeah, because the stress is a killer.
Woo.
Yeah, it's a killer. I hate stress, and I don't really know how to deal with it.
It's meditation.
Yeah, I always do it for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like thinking crazy stuff. I'll be like, "Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go kill this dog." Like I'm not really, but it's just like random stuff just comes into my head, and I'm like, "What the heck? Like, why is my brain fighting against this so much?"
But then it's also, I think it's one of the things I'm struggling with and learning is the discipline of it all. Because I don't have any discipline. I have none.
Same.
Now that I think about with food, with a regular exercise routine, life, like I really don't have discipline. And one of the things about those thoughts is to be able to just let them go and pass through you.
Judgment,
and I feel like that's a discipline, to let it go instead of letting it disrupt your entire meditative state. Just let it flow and pass through you. Which is
I go all down the
thing
drain.
To do. Yeah, you're like, why do I want to do that?
Why am I thinking that? Why did I cross my mind?
I really
want
to do that?
Yeah. Like, what's deep down inside? Like, what does this mean? What's the symbolism of it? Blah blah blah. Oh shit, I gotta go do that tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to pay that. Oh,
and then it's over.
Yeah, then it's over. Then I'm like, what I gotta eat? When let me go eat something.
Well, this ties into one of the lives we had this week talking about diet. We were talking with somebody about keto, and I said I was on keto doing so well, I messed around and had a cookie, and that was it. And it's like you can't just have a oopsie and stay disciplined. For some reason, that one thing, that one thought, that one cookie just throws the entire thing off. And I think that's where the discipline comes in.
It's something to do with that ego depletion stuff. Like you caved in, and it's like, I feel so good, and I can't go back now.
Now I have to eat the whole thing of cookies,
How do you get disciplined? Like, honestly, like I said, the people I know who are in shape, for the most part, were sick at some point. Like they had to
they had to do it or
they
die.
had to do it. Like, I was like, oh, I want to start running marathons because I have, a disease, so it's like, how do we just do it because we want to, like, and I can't say I'm obese, and it's like, that's not enough. I'm like, stroke me out, baby. I'm done.
Stroke me out.
Stroke me out. Like,
we talking about a stroke. Oh, I was like, damn, stroke me out. Stroke her out. Get it. Please.
But it's like, it doesn't, like, I'm not scared. Like, I'm not like, oh God, I gotta diet or I'm gonna die. It's like, okay, you definitely don't die. I mean, people do, but it's like, it takes a long time. So what can you do?
You thought about this. Well,
yes.
You know what?
In my meditation.
One of the things I'm very proud of my husband for is he just completed 75 hard yesterday. And so that what 75 hard is 75 days of like just this, it's supposed to teach discipline. It's not even like a diet. People talk about it like it's a diet, but it's just teaching yourself to have some discipline till it becomes, it's like habit, practice, whatever, until it becomes your life. And so it was 75 days of like following any diet, drinking a certain amount of water, working out twice a day, reading 10 pages a day, like that type of stuff, no alcohol, and being able to do it for 75 days. And I think that instills a form of discipline in you. Like, if this is something I have to do, like if you have to go to work every day, you are disciplined about that. I mean, unless you just really don't give a shit and then you don't go to work, but you wake up and you go to work every day, or you get your kids to school, or you do your home, like certain things you can be disciplined about. It's just a matter
I'm disciplined for everybody else but myself. Like I give my cat his medicine every day, twice a day, religiously, make sure, he's can't eat but every 12 hours. So he only eats so, but if the doctor told me, and I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I think that's a form of self-care though. And it's a
Yeah.
thing that I'm just starting to realize is that this is self-care. I'm taking care of other people, putting needs of other people, other beings before myself. When I need to be looking at myself and saying, this is for me. It's more
Yeah.
than just getting a massage or getting your nails done or taking a
That's the
bath or whatever.
outside.
Like, yeah, there's, and that's what it is. There's work to be done inside to care for yourself.
Yeah. And I feel like
Um,
that's where I want to be. I want to be one of those old skinny ladies, all disciplined and stuff, with her
Not
little
skinny.
yoga.
You don't want to be
You
skinny.
know what I mean? Like fit.
Fit.
Those old fit ladies with the short gray hair, with their little yoga
Aw.
mat, like walking around and
With their
hiking.
guns, they got nice
Right,
arms holding their yoga mat.
Yep. I want to be that. But I'm like, how do I
Dressed
start?
all
Like,
cute.
Chef Babette, what's the Chef Babette? I forgot her name, but the 75-year-old fitness guru,
Mhm.
vegan guru, excuse me. She didn't start working out, I think, till she was 50.
Mhm.
And look at her. But it's like, if I start, like, this, we both went through it. We would get up early in the morning, go work out and stuff. And like, I've been in, and even then I didn't even feel in shape, but it's like, I know what to do, but I just don't have the motivation. I don't have the will. I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know why that's doing that. I don't have the will to live. Like, I don't have the
Ooh,
will
damn, the will to live.
but I mean, I don't have like the the drive, like, for what? Like, okay, discipline. I'm gonna be hungry and starving and sitting up here by myself, like looking at TV. Like, I don't know. I'm just
How
trying to
would you
figure out-
define lazy?
not doing anything?
But that's all lazy is.
I don't know what
It's
is
just not.
lazy.
I wonder because I think about myself and I think, hey, you know what? I get up early. I'll get
Mhm.
up at 5:30 in the morning, and I could be using that time to do things more productive. I could be. I think I am productive with my time. That's my quiet time. If no
Yeah.
kids are up, I'm having my coffee. I'm doing what I enjoy. I'm either playing on my phone, scrolling through stuff, just chilling, right?
Yeah.
And to me, that's important.
Mhm.
Before kids, before marriage, that time was exercise. And I could be exercising, or I could be preparing something healthy to eat, or I could be
Mhm.
I could be folding laundry. There's so many other things I could be doing in that time, but I'm sitting drinking my coffee and playing on my phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I wonder, is that lazy? Or at the end of the night, after the kids go to sleep, I lay down in bed and Netflix. That's it. That's
That's
my
not
night.
lazy, because you're also chasing after these kids and maintaining a household and everything.
Right.
So
But I
that's not-
still have energy and I still have time. And what I'm choosing to do with that energy and time, I wonder, because my husband's been doing the 75 hard. So at that time when the kids go to sleep, he goes to work out.
No,
And I
that's
go lay
awesome.
down. And I'm laying down though and watching.
Yeah. Well,
Walking
y'all can
Dead
do
still.
y'all can do some horizontal workouts. That burn.
Girl.
What do we call it? The 360 calories. I think that was
I don't even want
debunked.
to.
I think that was debunked, but and that's another thing I was gonna say. I don't even need discipline. For me, I remember back when you're getting into 360, you just naturally lose weight. It just falls off. So I don't know. I don't know why you
Yeah, but then
wouldn't.
when you have that all the time,
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. You still
but,
just
but
comes
when
back.
you do though, it's not novel anymore. You know what I mean? So you're not your weight.
Yeah,
For
it
me,
doesn't
I'm the
help.
opposite.
Okay.
Like when I'm in a relationship is when I'm fat,
Smart.
and when it's the comfort. It's
Trick 'em.
we're homebodies though. You've
Yeah.
mentioned it in your list. Like we like to go do stuff. I'm sure that he would like to go do more things. We are in a pandemic-ish time.
Why don't you work
but,
out together? That would be fun, like a partnership thing. That may make it more fun. What is it that you think that makes you not wanna
I
do
don't
it?
like to do, like, I'm a very solitary person in that
Mm.
respect. Like I didn't like, oh, let's all go to the gym. Like you and I would
Yes, you
go, but it's
did.
not. No,
Well,
we would go to the gym in the morning, but it was for a couple of reasons. One, safety.
Yeah.
Like I ain't trying to be in the middle of downtown in the gym at night showering or whatever. So you know what I mean? Like, so
And then you showed me
also-
how to lift weights and stuff, and I was like, "Dang, you strong, girl."
yeah, I used to do all that by myself, and I like that. That's my me time stuff.
Mhm.
But just my me time has changed over the years,
Yeah.
and so I wonder. I'm like, am I getting lazy, or am
It's
I
a judgment. I don't think you
misallocating my energy? Is that
Are
a
you?
word? Misallocating?
just think you do all the stuff you do, and this is just your time, your downtime, your time. So you can really do what you want to with it. But I know what you mean. It's like life maintenance. Like you got to take care of your house.
Yeah.
There's certain things you got to do with your house. The same thing with your body. You got
Right.
to do, and it's like that
And I've
maintenance
let
part
that slip.
sucks. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And it's like I know I go walking, but I'm not doing it, like
For aerobic activity.
fast, yeah, cardio. It's just like I'm just doing it just to get out, get some sunshine, and get
Get
moving.
somewhere.
So like those walks help a little bit, but they don't help really. And so I want to take up boxing because I feel like that would be a good way to get out some aggression and stuff.
Sean used to box.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
want to like I want to punch people in the face, not the bags. And so like maybe
Dang, she said
sparring.
she wants to punch people. You know how many times during the podcast and past episodes you've been like, I wanted to punch you in the face, Emily. Like, dang,
Oh, I
dang.
like I just wanted to. Well, is this the same thing? Like slap some sense into you, that kind of.
Whew. Now you want to slap me. Mm-mm.
See your
Dang.
beauty, girl.
I don't have a
But-
desire to hit people or to like like I don't have aggression like that.
That's
I don't
good.
know. I don't know what my feeling is though. I wonder about that. Like, is that something I'm suppressing and it's just turning into an ulcer or cancer? You know what I
I'm
mean? Like
scared.
maybe
I
I
don't
should
know.
be hitting people.
I don't know, but I'd be scared to fight. I would never want to fight you. That's all I know. So.
What?
For
real?
Like you would kill somebody. Like
I don't know. If it's my kid, for my kids, I would.
Yeah, of course.
I
That's
have no doubt
everybody.
about that. I have no doubt about that. Like I would.
I feel like I don't really have aggression. It's probably just sexual frustration. So I feel like that's just
Ooh.
probably
So you
what
want to beat somebody up another way.
beat it up because it feels good. Like even this action,
Dang, that's why people are coming at you. They can sense the vibe. Please spank me. They're coming at you like,
I know. I'm
put your
about to
boots on and whoop me.
Hey guys, tune into my Patreon or OnlyFans. Come get beat. Get beat with Mo. Get beat with Mo.
I feel like you could make some money doing that. I see that for you.
Alter
ego. Wear a mask, girl. They
What
don't
are
need
the
to know.
what are the laws?
Wear one of them leather masks.
Right at this point, I'm like, what are the laws? Because honestly, I don't think I have the heart and soul to go into an office. I'm like, can I
No.
just like? I feel like those days are
it's
over.
not for you.
It's not for me. Like I need to be somebody investor or something, or beating people in this.
We're in a new time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, this ties into the mind too. It's like we're retraining ourselves to live in this world now. Like it's different. And they talk about on social media, they talk about like Gen Z, or millennials, like in the way their minds are set up with regards to work. They don't have the same work ethic in regard, you just talked about that too. In regard to work. They have a different work ethic. Not that it's wrong or bad, it's just different. They have a different outlook on work, what is considered worthy of their time and creativity and energy. I don't think that these new generations are going to be the types to just sit on a factory line and do whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're out there innovating and doing stuff. And so it's a matter of retraining our middle-aged. I don't even think I'm middle-aged yet. I'm not comfortable with that.
I think we
but
are.
Our middle-aged minds,
Yeah. And just
and
taking
it's not an
chances.
office. Yeah.
And I think that mindfulness is what opens up the brain. Because I know for me, I'm always like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't really. And I think that's part of what like kicks my depression into overdrive. It's like, I don't know what to do with myself. So why am I existing? Yeah, I don't have a fucking purpose. I'm just sitting here, and so it doesn't feel good. And so I try to think like we were talking about, like having idea. I don't really have any. I don't even have ideas anymore. It used to be I had ideas, but no execution. Now I don't even have ideas.
That purpose, the idea of purpose, I think is dangerous. Because when you said purpose, I immediately thought
Sadhguru
about,
said that too.
I immediately thought of my kids and I thought about codependency and I feel like I find purpose through someone else needing me, showing me that I'm giving that, you know what I mean? Like that feels funky now that we've talked about codependency and things like that. And I feel like, how do you find a purpose? I mean, you are the purpose, right? Like you are your purpose. You know what I mean?
But your purpose depends on other people. You cannot get out of other people. They're going to either be paying you or something. And that's what I think bothers me, is like this whole having to get approval of other people in order to survive really stinks. I'd rather be dead. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not even kidding. I'd rather be fucking dead.
Someone call the doctor. Mo is cray.
Losing it.
It's
like you got to depend on people for everything. You got it for your paycheck, for your security, for like all these different things. And it's like, why?
Well, we live in a community. I mean, how
But that's
how
what I'm
would
saying.
it
You
look?
shouldn't feel.
How would it look though? How would it look otherwise? Like,
But
I'm
that's what I'm
really
saying.
interested.
But
How
how
does
would
it
it look?
work?
It doesn't work. We are communal beings. So you should be getting a purpose from being, that's how we are programmed. That's probably why, like, I take care of these cats, like you're supposed to, I don't know. It's just in our DNA. We're made pack animals or something like that. Who knows?
Animals. We got to go get some land somewhere. That's what we need
Right?
to
Got to
work
get this damn farm commune.
on. That question of purpose now, I feel like that's stuck in my head, and now
Girl,
I
don't
hate
know.
that though.
Meditate
I hate
on it.
that. Like when I think about it though, like what's your purpose or a purpose-driven life, whatever that book
There's
is.
no
like,
purpose. Well, the
what is
Buddhist,
the purpose?
there's no purpose, I think, is what Sadhguru or somebody said, is like a guru. And he said he laughs at people when they tell him they don't have a purpose, because it's like, nobody has a purpose. You're living to live. We're putting all these judgments and things, and that's where the meditation and everything comes in, is to allow you to release those judgments. When they come through, like you said, swat it away, let it flow. But how do you, like, to be mindful every day and not focus on a purpose, but focus on whatever you're doing? But isn't that a purpose? Like,
Yeah, I'm confused
Like,
because
yeah.
in all of the stuff that I've been studying, there is this concept of dharma, and that is your purpose. That is your calling. Some people do have a calling. Like,
Yeah, from little kids, like little kids.
I
it's
wonder
like,
though, like, because then I start thinking about mental health. Like, are you crazy? Like,
I know,
I'm losing
I
it. I'm losing it right now. Like, I'm
Look,
really,
I'm
like,
crying.
I saw your eyes look like they were tearing up, and I was like, oh no, we're not going there. No, but I'm just thinking. Do you hear a noise? That's like that TikTok when Black people hear a noise.
It's true.
Oh my gosh, you looked off into, but I wonder, because we talk about religion, we talk about a lot of things, and I feel like one of the main reasons we have religion is to give us a purpose, because without it, we are floating. We have no idea. But I wonder, like, why? Like that religion is made up, right? Not the belief system, but the adopting of a religion. That's a made up thing. Like, you don't have to have one. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just like, what, like, people who get a calling to be a priest, let's say,
No.
is that I'm going to hell? This is where I'm going. But
is
like,
it ego?
are they crazy?
Yeah.
Like, someone told them they need to be this thing, like, or am I just not having an experience of something telling me what I'm supposed to do? I'm having a hard time understanding how people get told what their calling is.
A lot of people's parents tell them what to do, or they go in the family business or something like that.
I get that.
And then, but what I'm jealous of, and yes, I am jealous, is the little kids, like the people who just knew what they wanted to do, like,
and they have a talent
and they love it. Yeah, and they have a talent or something, and they love it. Like, these little kids I cry every time I see these little kids on Shark Tank and stuff. I'm like, oh my, like, how amazing. Like, you thought of that, like, out of your own little mind, you thought of that and created something great that can help people. And it's just like, wow. And so how do you get, like, I have no idea.
Oh,
I have
girl,
no idea.
You gonna send me off.
Oh, that's, I'm just like this now. This is just a new me.
Put my little blankie on.
But yeah, I think about that.
Well, I mean, I think about that also in the context of unhealed trauma.
You said Trump.
And parenting and being parented, and just like the way I was parented. Was I parented in a way that's going to push me to pursue a calling or a purpose? That was something I was passionate about. And for me, it wasn't about my passions. It was about, I had an immigrant mother who was like doctor, lawyer, nurse, period.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and like we've talked about before, I didn't know you could be an engineer. I didn't know you could be a whole lot of other things because it wasn't on the table for me.
I did, but I didn't know I was capable.
Good at something. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I wonder though if it's the support. Did you not get the support?
Oh, I got a lot of support. Like, I got to say, I I didn't get a lot of emotional support. No shade, but I got a lot of academics. Like everybody, like that was my self-esteem. It was codependent heaven because I knew I
get good grades.
Yeah, I could go into school and perform. Everybody gassing me up, teachers gassing me up.
Yep.
Parents, you know, like, no, you're a good person, but you know, not to me, but hey, she got all A's or she got honor roll. She got
something they could brag about.
Yeah. So it was like kind of like that. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't know what I want to do. But my as far as jobs, my parents were pretty much just like, get a job, you know, you got to take care of yourself. Get a job. It wasn't like you have to be a lawyer or a doctor. That was me from watching the Cosby Show.
Right. But as far as pursuing a passion, they used to, I used to do theater a lot. And so that was my passion. As a kid?
I think as a kid. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
I felt, I used to be in choir and all of that stuff. And so that was definitely my passion. And I never pursued it. And I feel like now is the time to pursue it. And I don't know if I'm just a deer in headlights or what, but I feel like I don't know how to navigate. Like, how do I get an agent? How do I talk to some, like, how do I even get through the door? I'm emailing all of these people. I think that's probably part of my stress or whatever. And I'm emailing these agencies and stuff. Nobody's writing me back. And it's like, I'm trying to make TikToks and voiceovers and stuff like that. They're not getting any traction. I don't know how to navigate. And so then I feel like, what's bad about me? Like, how are these people able to thrive and stuff? What do they have? What's that X factor that they have that I don't have? Or do they just know how to navigate?
Don't think about it like that.
Or is it just
I think that there's got to be a way to get in. There's got to be a way to get in.
Or nepotism. That's been pissing me off too lately. It's because all these memes going around about, oh, did you know these people were cousins? Oh, did you know these people were brothers? Nah, fuck y'all and your nepotism.
We got to help figure that out then.
But yeah,
I see you doing voiceover work. I feel like that's made for you, especially in this time where you don't have to physically be somewhere.
Right. And I would be so happy doing something like that.
Like you have a voice for commercials and movies and it like that. You have to me, you have the equivalent of Morgan Freeman's voice. Do you know what I mean? As a woman. No, like you've got funny. Like a very distinct voice.
But that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's so funny you said that you can't make this stuff up. But that's what I was trying to say. As far as people driving you, people always drove me into theater, arts, theater, and music. Everybody is always like, oh, you should do this. You should do voiceovers. You should do voice. You should do this. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know how to navigate.
I know I should.
I used to do it as a kid, like on my little Fisher Price radio, but I don't know. This podcast is about as close as I can get to
it.
I don't
know. You know what? I didn't know you wanted to do that, or you had. Let me see what I could do. Shoot, because I know a few people who have agents and representation and all that kind of stuff. Like we can. Well, you know.
And then, and they, you know, it's so crazy because it's like email, and then you got to give you all your sizes and everything. I even went to one. You had to go like give your social security so you can get paid to the casting agency. And so I'm like, I don't even know how to navigate. I don't want to be like on SVU as an extra. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to actually speak.
But what if that's the start of it? Do you know what I mean? Like that, like it may be, to get in.
No, you can't talk. Seen. Like, I'm just saying, just standing. Like, you're not even doing anything.
Yeah, but that's something.
Yeah.
And who knows who you may meet there? Who knows what could come of that? So I think it's taking the opportunities, whatever they are, as stepping stones to get to where you want to be.
Maybe I should just join Backstage.
I don't even know what that is. I'm not, this industry is like, what to me?
I'm in the databases. I'm in all these databases and stuff, but I don't know, like, how do I be proactive about it?
Are they still doing like casting calls for stuff? Like, do they still do that?
Backstage would say that. That's the only thing I know.
And just do that and do all that you can, like, go hustle, get the hustle.
Well, I'm taking an improv class because I feel like an improv class would be.
I think you could, I see this for you.
I see it like that. Like, I feel like that would be ideal life. Like, I don't know. I just like voiceovers and stuff like that. Even little commercials, like doing little ads here or there. That would be great.
That TikTok you did, the voiceover one, was like, whoa.
People liked it. People,
you did. Yeah, it was amazing.
Thank you. People I didn't even know liked it. And this girl, her boyfriend, I never even met him. He was like, wow, your voice sounds the same in real life as it does on there. I wasn't expecting that. You have a great voice.
But you change your cadence and you're able to like be serious and
Mhm.
whatever, and then you did like a fun, like it was weird, and it was all in one video. I think that would be a good video to show people or to
Yeah.
submit or something, because it shows the range that you have,
Oh, that's
and you
true.
sing if someone wanted you to
Yeah.
sing something,
Do little jingles.
yeah. We were also talking about like this Gen Z and millennial type thing, and I'm kind of interested, again, back to the mind and training the mind. Like, I would love to interview people from different age ranges. Like, how are you viewing purpose and potential and like opportunity? And I bet you would be different if you talk to a boomer, a Gen X, or a millennial, Gen Z, as far as
Ooh,
what
you
you're.
should talk to a Gen Zer and ask. Do it in an episode.
Do I have one? I think I have one in my I'm trying to think. Do I know any of these little people?
Not little people. I definitely do. I
Way
don't know if I'm close
younger.
to you.
And because I mean, obviously, like my parents are boomers. I'm
Mhm.
a Gen Xer. My husband's a millennial.
I'm Gen X too.
Yeah. So, and then just like getting an idea of how everybody views things, like jobs, careers, like what is the path you're supposed to take?
Well, something I
know?
didn't realize is that a lot of people are set up with trust funds and stuff. So they
A
don't even
lot?
have
Like, what's a lot? That sounds
like
crazy.
more than you think. And when I say trust funds, I just mean support, like
Financial,
financial support. So people, like, I didn't realize this because I would work in offices and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, these are just regular people. No, these are people, their parents, CEOs and stuff. Like, they're coming from a place of privilege and like already set up. So they're able to, people don't understand when you have that foundation, which is, I think, part of why I want to raise a kid and like give them that security and stuff, is you could play around more. You can say, okay, let me dabble in this.
Yeah.
Let me, I can take more chances. My life, like when we were working together, it's like, oh, my life or death depends on this.
Yeah.
Like versus, oh, I'm gonna don't get a job. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll go figure myself out.
Yeah. To figure myself out. Maybe take a few months in Bali and figure it out,
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one thing too, that as generations go on, this is turning into like a generational thing. As generations go on, each generation learns from their childhood and upbringing. And I think a lot of people, a lot of Gen Xers, a lot of millennials who are now parents are starting to do that, are starting from birth. They always talk about the college fund, but there is now money being put away, not just for our retirement, but for our children. So the kids will have that security.
Yeah.
And it's
everybody I know.
You learn from what your parents did. And like we said before, no shade, they were doing the best they could.
Exactly.
With whatever trauma they had.
Yes.
And they weren't trying to intentionally do anything negative, but I think life is traumatic, parenting and growing up is traumatic. And there's no way to avoid some form of imparting some form of childhood trauma to your kids. That's just part of life, right?
Just think, so my parents grew up in the South, like in the South,
during Jim Crow, right?
Jim Crow. And so like, I definitely didn't appreciate it as a kid, but gosh, that's a lot. Like, a lot.
It gives you a lot of insight, like maybe while you're growing up or in your 20s, even in your 30s, like, oh man, it's easy to be like, screw that, you did this to me, blah, blah, blah. But now that we are coming into an understanding of a lot of things, I really feel like 40 is like
like a portal.
We can look back and appreciate and understand that they had their own shit that they were trying and didn't have the tools we have today to navigate.
And I never wanted for anything. Anything. So that's just a lot.
I want to hug you. Oh, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, boo.
We're having feelings. Don't stop. I can't even look at you. That's why I'm but yeah, I mean, life is traumatic.
Yeah.
Period.
I was thinking about that. Like, how are we living? We basically living in like an avalanche all the time. And it's just like
not an avalanche.
And that's what the mindfulness does. It's like we're literally moving. Things are shifting. Like, I think about that, like with the house, like stuff is shifting. You got to take care of it. Shit falling apart and everything.
There's always
something. There's always going to be something. It's nothing to do with me. It's just nature. That is the way things work. There's always going to be something. And it's hard not to put judgment on something, especially when you get multiple things coming from different things. It's like you really want to put a judgment on it.
Yes. You always, and it's always a question. And I know I do this a lot. I have done this a lot. I'm getting better at it, but used to be like, why me? Why is this happening to me? I can't take anymore. Why is more coming? And it's not about me.
Exactly.
This is just life. And so it's finding a way to cope, finding a way to outsource, because sometimes, you know, you have to ask for help. That's it. There's no, and I'm very much a person I could do it myself. And I had to learn to release and say, so, you know what, I can't do it myself. And so I need to bring somebody in to do it. I need to relax my standards for stuff. Like it's something simple as folding laundry. Like if it's not folded the way I want it, I'm angry. Or if, you know, something
I got a pile on the bed, I got to fold.
I just, you know what, if my husband wants to fold it in triangles or squares, because he can fold squares easy, then you know, whatever. Or my kids can put the socks. Somebody do something, please. This plate, I know, because as a kid,
I used to have fun. Like I thought it was fun when I got to fold clothes. That didn't last.
It doesn't last. That's the thing. They have a quick period. Oh, sorting laundry. Oh, colors and this and this and this. You know, like, I saw a meme that said, I wonder if people realize that Gen Xers don't sort their laundry into colors or darks.
I don't either.
Really? I'm like, oh my gosh, we're just doing everything different now. Because I'm very like, ooh, I have the darker colors too, just in case things like bleed into each.
They don't bleed anymore. I'm like, what's going on with the clothes?
Unless you buy some new stuff.
Remember they used to turn pink and stuff?
Jeans will mess up your whole life if you get a new pair of jeans and throw them in.
I can't fit jeans anymore, so I don't even wear them.
Yeah, no, I don't wear jeans either. It's like my daughter's stuff. I'm trying to dress her cute because I can't dress cute.
Right? Adorable. I can't.
Oh, but it's just, yeah, life is hard.
Life is hard, and we got like, that's exactly why we have meditation and mindfulness. It's like, life is hard. Stop putting it, and I know I do this because I'll be like, why me? Everybody else got this. But it's like, that's just lifing. And it's nothing to do. Like, it's not like there's some puppet master out there like, fuck you, Monique. Like, you know, it just doesn't work like that. Everything is happening. Like we look at other countries and the things they go through, people getting bombed every day, getting drone strikes and all this stuff. And we kind of don't think about it. When it happens here in 20 years or so, then it's going to be like, oh shit, like this is crazy, but it was always happening. It just wasn't happening to us. And kind of like with the pandemic and stuff, it's like things are always happening. That's just the nature of humanity. And so the best thing we can do is try to put that on paper. Like maybe I should put my commune on paper. Like, how can I make this actually come to fruition? What does it look like? What are the entry requirements? And that will start feeding into something, but I think they call it like the feeling tone, where you start to feel actual efficacy. Like, shit, I can actually do this. This is going to work.
You got to get your beautiful mind on and just start putting things up on the wall.
Yeah. Get some of that contact paper from Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Get you a poster board and a Sharpie, and that's all you need. That's it.
And just start writing. And then because it's seeing it, it does. It's that weird
seeing
stuff.
It over and over again every day. Seeing.
It does something to your brain. I don't know what. I mean,
that's part of training the. I think it's on The Secret. The video. I have like the DVD or whatever, the movie, The Secret, and it was the guy who did Chicken Soup for the Soul. And he wrote himself $1 million check and framed it. His bed, and he saw it every day. And that dude has chicken soup for everything. And you know, he was able to way more than $1 million or do. But it's there's something about a physical representation. And this is I don't know how it works with the mind. It's a physical representation of it, whether it's your commune written out, all that stuff, or that check, and then just seeing it. And that's why vision boards work. That's why, you know, I think that could be a form of meditation, maybe not formal meditation, but to sit and just look at your dreams on this board.
Right. I think I threw my vision board away.
And remind yourself. That's something I used to do in my 20s all the time. I had like cork boards with things on it. Just I did what I wanted. Yeah. And then I
gotta find it. Remember that Real Housewives of Orange County? Like that, but like,
oh my gosh.
Was that really the dream I thought I wanted back in the day?
But maybe it represented something. And that's something maybe to think about, after the podcast is like, we used to dream about things, and now it's
like, hey, yeah, that's true. We used to
adulting,
have
man.
hope.
Adulting is rough. Now we don't
Yeah.
have time to dream about
Yeah.
possibilities. And I think part of the problem with that is everything has a judgment and timeline. If you are not married by this age, if you don't have kids by this age, if you don't have the career you want by this age, and like you say about this woman who's like this fit guru in her 70s or whatever, like, there is no timeline. Start today to get to what you want, because if you keep saying, oh, I'm too old for that, then you're never gonna get there.
Girl, I was 18 years old and said I was too old to learn electric guitar. Now 20 some years then passed, like,
that's crazy. And I feel
like that mindset, it's a victim mindset, almost like, I can't do it, too old. Times something beyond my control is saying I can't do it.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so true.
Not
it's like
until
we have the power. And it's just like, for me, one, figuring out what I want to do and like how I want to exercise that power, and then two, just doing it. And I think that once you start doing stuff you're aligned with, everything else kind of
clicks.
Like, that's why I'm like, should I just get off of these apps and stuff and focus on, like, because there's nothing out there. Let me do the stuff I want to do and let life happen naturally. Because if I'm thriving in improv, or maybe I write a comedy, you never know what could happen,
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like when you are just living life, and this is something I think maybe I'm just having this realization now, but I've had little hints of it throughout my life, is when you are living your life the way you want to live it, is when things come in that have been lacking. Like, if you're just trying to live your life, going to work, doing whatever, like, friendships come, relationships will come, opportunities, jobs. And if you're just living with the sole focus of doing what I want to do, what fulfills me, without thought of everyone else, like, for me in my life, the times that I was focused on pleasing my parents, or doing well at my job, or looking for a boyfriend, or looking for stuff, I never got it.
It doesn't feel good
shit.
either.
I got shit is what I got. Like, I didn't feel good doing for my, like, I felt that codependent good because I made my parents proud, but it wasn't something filling me. And then I could go and find somebody to date. It wasn't a good person. It would be it would be toxic, or it would be something just really bad for me. I'm thinking of some really bad stuff, but when I could have been alone and happy, and like doing stuff. So I think it's for me, like, when I met Sean was when I was just done. I was done. Like, fuck everybody. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go to law school, even though that was stupid. I'm gonna go do that. Dudes can kiss my ass. I don't care. Like, it was just a whole nother attitude that I had. I think I need to get myself back in, not with regards to, like, obviously my relationship and stuff like that, but like, I need to get back to, what do I want? I'm gonna do me. And that's it.
What do you want? I think that's my problem too. I don't know. Like, I'm like, and I think that's why I feel so sad. It's like, I just feel like I'm existing on this earth, taking up space. There's nothing I really like about it. Like, I'm not really impressed. And so it's like,
I'm not impressed. My mom says that a lot.
It's like the gratitude. You're supposed to be gratitude, but it's like, okay, I didn't ask to be here. I'm grateful. I mean, I'm not grateful. Like, I'm supposed to be, but how do I make myself more grateful? And it's like, okay, you can have things taken away from you to show you how grateful you are, but that's life. Like, things are always taken away.
Well, maybe that's something we could do for the next 30 days is a gratitude every day. What are we grateful for?
Okay. Like,
I should do that too, because I don't have, I could say cheesy thing. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful, but I think like real shit. Like, what are you great? Like, what?
And I feel bad because I'm like, I don't think I'm actually grateful. Like, and I know like things could be worse, but things could always
been worse. Things have been worse. Things have been worse. So
for sure.
Yeah. So maybe that's where we start with the gratefulness. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I can see, I'm not with you every day, but I know things have been worse. So
for sure. Yeah.
You've, girl, you did the damn thing.
Right.
So,
like, all my life I had to fight. I'm sick of fighting.
Right. But just, or create something to be grateful for. Like, there's a lot of things. I don't know what
For my cats. I am grateful
No,
for
but
them.
like what airline tickets are like, or what Amtrak, if you could take a train to some random place
I
to
don't even have the
fill.
desire for that though.
But I
'Cause it-
feel like that's something that used to light you on fire is travel. And if you
Mm.
could kind of get a little bit of that, because I know it's hard to
well,
do
I go
right
to
now.
New York.
Yeah, I mean,
I
do you
got a
feel
little
good
bit of
going to New
travel
York?
booked up.
Does that feel good to you to be back there, just to
No,
be
people
somewhere?
ain't shit. It's dirty,
Oh,
stinky, and the train.
that's what. Thank
people
you.
talking on the train and
Now
stuff.
you
You know,
talking
I'm
my
like,
language.
I'm just like, ugh. I even here, like walking in my own neighborhood, I just passed a whole bunch of feces. I'm like, I hate people so much.
Oh,
And so then it's like, how to deal with people in a world where that's pretty much everything else is other people, where we're not all raised the same. And
where are the
so
good people? Where'd all the good people go?
it's just like society. It's like mostly good people, but we let the few bad ones ruin everything, and we don't say anything. So yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I really want to go to one of these wineries or something, like a maze, and do a maze and like pick some apples, get some cider and stuff. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I don't have any plans this weekend.
I need to take a trip. I need to visit.
Come visit, girl.
I want to see. I want to see all the
Space.
dookie in the street you talking about.
Dookie in the street. Dookie in the
Oh
streets.
gosh. This time of
Anything
year is.
Dookie. I
It
like
is
this type.
Dookie.
Like, it's something like I don't know, especially like in the evening, like when it just gets dark, I get this little spark, like this, like this. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's something cozy about this time of year.
Yeah,
That
it's cozy. I do like that. I do like that. But I'm in Cali, so can it be cold? Like that's why we're talking about moving, and I want to move to like Colorado, somewhere where
Please
there's
move to
snow,
Colorado, please.
seasons. I mean, that's one of the places we're looking. I would really love to live there. I think that's more our style. But
I would love it.
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, because I feel like down south is so bigoted, but they got the beauty. It's beautiful down there, and it's not fair that
Really?
we can't have the beauty of the South because
I've
of the
never
behavior.
been anywhere.
You've never
down
been.
there.
You've been to Houston, but that's not. Yeah, I'm talking about like the
But
country.
yeah, like Texas. I've been to Texas a couple times. Like
Yeah.
that's not. I'm talking about like I've never been like Georgia. I think Georgia's probably beautiful. I would imagine.
Georgia's beautiful. That's why everybody's moving there.
Girl, go to Georgia.
I mean, everybody's moving there, driving up the prices. But I was looking up somebody, because you know me, I get mad when people are talking trash. So this guy was talking trash, and I looked him up, and he lives in Gainesville, I want to say, and I was like,
Alabama.
what? No, that's in Georgia. I was like, I didn't even know. I thought that
Gainesville,
was Florida. Yeah,
Gainesville, Florida.
and you could get
Gainesville.
houses or
Why am I thinking Alabama? I don't even know what the hell.
there's a Gainesville, Florida, I think. But I was like, wow, Gainesville, like that's got beautiful houses,
In
big
Georgia?
houses. Yeah.
And the
I mean,
coast too is supposed to be really nice. Like there's beaches and stuff. Like in
Yeah,
Georgia.
Savannah. Like maybe I'll take
Ooh.
a trip. Maybe that's where I'll go for Thanksgiving. Savannah, $50 round trip. It's really cheap to go to Atlanta for some reason. Miami too.
right now,
Yeah.
girl, go. Do you know anybody down there? I feel like you got friends everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure I could scrounge up somebody there, but I don't even need friends there.
And
But
then check your Tinder while you're down there. You never know.
No.
Shoot, that's
Not-
what you need to do. You need to
Definitely
travel
not
and
in
just
Georgia.
double wrap that up.
Right? Mm-mm.
Oh, Georgia's cool.
But yeah, get a little plot of land. I've never been to Tennessee. I would love to go there and see
I've been
what
to
it's like.
Tennessee.
What's it
It's
like?
pretty.
You're like, I've
I
never been
mean-
there. I've been there.
No, I went. Was that the South?
Yeah.
Technically, Tennessee still really.
Yeah.
I went when I was a child. And
Oh,
then,
okay.
we stopped there on our drive to DC.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
So I've been to Nashville and been to Memphis
hmm
and Knoxville, but you know,
Nice. I've never
there's
been.
some shady parts there too.
Of course. Yeah. That's everywhere though.
Lebanon, Tennessee. We almost stopped there to spend the night, and we were like, no, we need to leave.
Well, even in New York, you can't, if you're in New York, if you're not in New York or like the surrounding, like immediate surrounding vicinity, you're basically in the country and you got to watch, you stay woke. So it's the same thing.
Stay woke.
I wouldn't feel comfortable walking around Long Island or something.
Cali's
But
like that
certainly-
too.
Yeah.
Especially up here, you got a
There's,
lot
like, all these
of land
upstate-
before you hit
Yeah.
Oregon. You know, like there's a lot of places.
Yep.
People don't realize that. Like the
Mm-mm.
cities are cool, but then you end
Yeah.
up out in some places where there's
Exactly. That's the same to Pennsylvania. Like you go to these like little towns and stuff, it's going to be a whole different experience. So why am I cheating myself? I kind of was kicking myself in the butt. I'm like, I should have moved down south.
Would you move back to Texas ever?
No,
Really?
Texas is dead to me. I mean, I think it's beautiful and everything, but just culturally, I wasn't vibing with it the last time I was there. Like, it was nice to do, but it was just like, nah. Although,
How
like,
about
I
Cali,
got
though?
a few dudes talked to me on Tinder. I was like, hey, but Texas dudes
Texas?
always talk. Yeah, maybe I go to Texas, meet my boo, then go somewhere else. Cali, yeah, I would definitely move back to Cali. I think I'm gonna move back to LA.
It's just too expensive here.
Yeah, that's why I said I think we'll have to see how life pans out in these next few years. But
well, let's get this pod up.
I love the weather. And I'd have to be at the stage where I have a driver, because ain't no way. They have Uber.
You sound like someone I know. Oh, if I don't have a building with a doorman in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You remember that? I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, she got it too.
Girl needed a doorman. Well, I didn't even know they did that on the West Coast.
I did, because I passed it all the time. I would always pass it on Wilshire and be like,
with the doorman.
And I thought it was
that's got to be for transplants. That's got to be for the people who come here from. Yeah.
I thought it was expensive until I got one in New York. I was like, oh, okay, this is living the life. For what? Still just as janky.
I mean, what's a doorman do? They just open the door?
They get it's just like security. They get your door.
But it's security. Okay. So
they get all your packages. They do any kind of question. They receive your guests. Like, so you have to call up and tell you when your guests
fancy. Receive your
but
guests.
I'm like, dang, I'm gonna know my booty call coming up in here. God. They be talking trash. I matched with a doorman one time, one of my doormen.
We should interview a doorman. I feel like they'd have stories.
But these are concierge. Like Upper East Side, I feel like is the only place that really has a doorman, and that's a man standing at the door.
Not in the lobby or whatever.
Yeah, they get paid, and then these people tip them like thousands of dollars and stuff, so they get paid.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, these jobs, like, you don't need to have any fancy education to be a doorman, and you could get paid well. Or like sanitation workers, they always say, like, get paid well.
People, yeah, because it's like dealing with something people don't want to. People, and doo-doo. Like two things people don't want to deal with.
Doo-doo. You don't want to deal with doo-doo. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
anything else?
This was all over the place. We barely talked about meditation.
All over the place. I kept trying to bring it back there.
Yeah, to the mind.
This is why we meditate. See, this is why.
You sounded like Grover just now. See,
this is my cold vegan eggs.
Ooh, the just eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Are those good?
Mm-hmm.
Does it taste like eggs? Really? Ugh, I don't want to. What are you doing the rest of the day?
Got a couple meetings and then gonna go get some drinks. You?
I'm motivated now. I'm like, dang, maybe I'll make a vision board or something.
Like, maybe I'll turn on a light or two because it's dark up in here. All right, boo. Anything else?
No, but I think I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get in the shower and meditate. I do that.
Oh, I like that.
Go to Pandora, put on meditation station.
Yes.
And light a candle and take a shower and just be in my hot water.
Do it. I'm gonna follow up. Make sure you did it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
All right. All right, boo boo. Love you.
Right.
I'm gonna go
Have a
get
good
ready
day. I
for
love
this.
you too.
You too. Enjoy that bath shower.
Yes.
Shower. Bye.
Ciao. Bye.